In one word right now, what, with all the experiences you've had, you've traveled around the world, you lived in America, you still live in America.
Yes.
What is the one thing you would like to change about Nigeria?
One thing, okay, you want one thing, not two. We already discussed the other. One thing I would like to see change in Nigeria, or I would like to see a real change in government. Leadership. Infrastructure build-up. Infrastructure. If you look through the history of the world, every time there's a recession somewhere, the mechanism used to bring out a country from recession is infrastructure. It gives the people spending power, increases employment. Gosh, it stimulates, economy, it stimulates businesses, it increases commerce. Look, Nigeria doesn't build anything. Everything we have is antiquated. It's like from decades ago from the British rule. Energy, for instance, it's critical. It's very important. Research has shown that the increase in electricity per capita is directly related to the increase in the economic output of a country. If we do not have energy, we cannot progress as a nation. I know the government, past government, present government, they've been trying, but the problem that I see is that they are trying from a place of selfishness, not selflessness. If they are trying from a place of true leadership, caring about the people, because leadership is about service. It's not about self-enrichment. If you're caring, if you really care, truly care, we would have changed our situation, we would have had energy. But we don't really care, we're selfish. We're thinking about how much money we can amass through this project. So instead of focusing on trying to actually achieve the aim of that project, we're stealing the money and depleting our economy, stagnating our society, and enriching other countries' economy where we deposit those monies. So we want to see the government that is selfless, not the government that think about. That's why we have to deal with federalism. It has to change. Do not give allocation to states. Let every state build from within. Every state in Nigeria is rich, but it takes creative minds, people with extensive vision to discover those resources, cultivate, develop them for the progress of that state, and provide employment. Industries. We need industrial revolution in Nigeria.
And we have all the materials.
We have all the
space.
materials. Oh my God, all of these are from Nigeria. Do you understand what I'm saying? We have it. We have it. But we need the creative minds. We need people with vision. We need people that are ready to nurture, that are tolerant, that are patient.
A lot of Nigerians have been complaining that one of our problems is that we're circulating the same leaders in and out.
Because everybody's thinking my turn to go and steal, my turn to go and get what I can get, the national cake. Nobody's actually thinking, no, to build the nation, to build the people. What I have observed here is that people don't like to build people. Like I meet people where I say, why don't you support my business, support what I do, because you see that I work hard. I don't need to say, when people meet me, they know, oh, this girl is busy. I could run around, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I can run around looking for rich guys and looking for this, that. No. I develop myself, I learn every day, and I transfer that knowledge to every child that is around me. So somebody that is able, comes around me, I don't even have to tell you, why don't you support my goals or support my program? If you are someone, if you're a true leader, people builder, if you're a true quality personality, if you're a true powerful person, because people think power is about wealth. No. If you're truly powerful, like you claim to be, if you are truly rich, because wealth is not about financial, it's about spiritual wealth. If you have all of that, you would say, I want to support what this girl is doing, because she's all about growth, development, and she's impacting lives. You see, we don't have that here. When you even go to them with a program and even ask them and plead with them, they still look down on you, or they want to exploit and abuse you. That's what we have here. So what we have, I'm sorry to say, are people with inferiority complexes. We have people that are spiritually poor. Spiritual poverty. We have people that actually inferior in your spirit, and they think that money is their pedigree. They think that their position of power gives them pedigree, or it makes them superior. No, darling. It's your legacy, the impact on people's lives, the significant difference you have made in your society is actually what makes you superior. It's actually what makes you powerful. That even after you die, your spirit will transcend death. Because you have impacted lives. Because you have left
even
legacy.
God will be happy with you.
God will smile. The strings of destiny.
Wow, nice talk. You know, it's very rare to find beauty with brains. You know, you're so beautiful and yet very intelligent.
Thank you.
I must confess,
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
I'm humbled by that remark. I work towards it every day, because the physical beauty is ephemeral. You know, you can lose it. It's like life. You know, it's fleeting. You know, today you can be beautiful. Tomorrow you have an accident and you lose everything. Well, you know, I'm like a testimony, an example of that. I grew up with most part of my body burned, so you know things can be taken away from you. But here, your essence, the wealth in your soul, the potency of your spirit cannot be taken away from you.
Value.
No, it can't be taken away. So it's very important to develop yourself, develop your mind. You know, it's very, very important. But you can only truly do that with your love for self and love for people. So I always say that beauty, true beauty, is when self-love comes from the center of you, as your life force emits positivity not only towards yourself but to those around you. That's true beauty. It's not the physical, you know, perfect figure, instant gratification, yes, but it's transient, it's ephemeral. You can lose it, and then you're done, and then you get old too.
You've been around, you've achieved a lot, you've gone through thick and thin. If you're not where you are today, which other profession would you have preferred? And why?
Well, I'm already doing a lot of things. You know, I'm a designer, you know, designing clothes, jewelry. It's like I'm a walking billboard. Because I designed the clothes I'm wearing, the choker, I designed the dress I'm wearing, the belt I'm wearing. Okay. You understand? I designed bags.
You design beads?
Yes.
What you are wearing,
this is actually from Nigeria. Yes. I find the stones here, you know, Nasarawa, Bidan, you know, Kogi, this area.
Nasarawa?
Yes. Nasarawa.
Yawa.
Yes, Yewa. You know, Niger State Plateau. You know, we have all this, you know, semi-precious stones, you know, so I get them, I design this jewelry and I export them, I take them to America to sell. Okay. You know, I was even in the Art Basel, the 2016 Art Basel, I displayed the Nigerian products there, the Northern Trust Bank, which like you have to have $1 million to have an account in that bank anyway. Wow. They sponsor these 3 famous artists and I was the entertainment. I brought, you know, I had the girls wearing big fro, you know, give them the African goddess type of look. And I had them wearing the jewelry from Nigeria. And I designed circle dress. This is a signature look. Okay. Circle dress. They were wearing the circle dress. And, you know, my halter dress and showing off our beautiful jewelry from Nigeria. So I do that. And I write inspirational books. I've written 6 books.
What are the titles of these books? That
well, the 2 published. The other 4 yet to be published because I want to package them as a series. But the other 2 published, Peering Through the Depths of Life, which you'll find on Barnes & Noble and Amazon. But Queen of Cyberspace, my second book, was actually published here in Nigeria.
What do you actually mean by
Queen of Cyberspace? Okay.
These days that, okay, let's finish by your definition.
Okay, you know, the name Queen of Cyberspace was coined because my second book was a collection of my daily updates online. On Facebook. You know, people go on Facebook to do all manner of things. No. I go on Facebook to write inspirational messages, to minister to people. So what my mom did was that she went to the 2013 updates, my writings for 2013, and she collected it into a book.
We still have issues. We've been having these issues. It's called cyberbullying.
Yes.
You know, people just wake up and write all sort of things, especially about some top politicians, sometimes celebrities mostly, and you know,
Public personalities.
yeah. You know, something most of the time degrading, most of the time lies. How do you think we can manage, since you are Queen of Cyberspace, how do you think we can manage our cyberspace? We can manage our social media?
We have to manage our attitude, because let me tell you something.
What kind of check and balances, or how do you think we can check?
That still, you know, goes down to individual thing, because, you know, government, it's not something that government can address or can change. It's not something that even organizations can address or change alone. It will take a collective effort. And the reason I said that is these things that people are doing on cyberspace, they do them in their everyday life, even before the time of cyberspace. The only reason you see it on cyberspace now is because that forum is made available. People be talking about politicians, talking about all the people, gossiping their friends, looking down their friends, bullying. I told you all the bullying I went through. Bum body, pissy for bed, mommy water. I went through that for years. Torment, mental torment. Physical torment, mental torment. I was literally afflicted by the ignorance of tradition and the ignorance of people. You cannot stop that with the government organizations, only the people themselves. You need seminars. You need healing seminars that would come and, you know, show these people exactly what's happening. Talk about it. It's about information, sharing information. Talk to people about it in groups of settings where you have a lot of people. You paint the picture, let them see exactly what it is. It's like holding a mirror on society, for society to see exactly what it looks like, so that everybody would know that it is each of us, it's our responsibility to fix the problem of our society, that it will take our collective effort to purge this negativity in our society. You need these seminars. It's just like we need the seminar on womanhood, because women, I keep going back to the issue of women. I always have to take it there, because a woman is the base and the authority of her family, and her family is an extension of the community, and the community is an extension of the state and the country and then the world. So the woman is always the source. So if you can have the seminars on womanhood to teach women their responsibility, their role in family and nation building, and so they can start to change the mindset of their children from home. Charity begins at home. It's not just a maxim, but a real factor in the journey of our lives. And our home is the mother. The man is the head of the family. You cannot contest that. But the woman is the base and the authority of the family. And she is the one that raises the children. And she is the one also that can even balance or set that man's emotion in crisis. She is the one. So if you want to address these issues, address the issues of the women, fix them and fix society. The issues of cyberspace, fix the people, change their attitude, and you change the attitude of cyberspace, or you change, you know, the face of cyberspace. You have to change the attitude of the people that are accessing the cyberspace. Remember, cyberspace is nothing without the people. It's just like it's nothing. It's insignificant without the people. It's your state of mind that you project on cyberspace, right? If I go there, I just told you what I do. I post beautiful photos and I write inspirational articles. Now I've decided to do it on live video. So every Saturday, you hear me on live video. I'm only expressing myself. That's who I am. My substance is what I'm giving on that live video. If you don't have substance, whatever you have is what you're going to give. So what you're seeing on cyberspace is what the people have to offer.
I agree with the angle where she spoke about women empowerment, you know, because a woman, like I said in my song, don't disrespect women. Women are the first teachers, you know, so it's always easy to change our attitude, to change a nation.
Exactly.
By concentrating on women.
On women.
Yeah, because women have a lot of influence on all.
Yes, but you see, when we talk about women empowerment, we should be very careful and clear. When you talk about women empowerment, maybe in the financial, you know, aspect of it, like education and all that, yes. But when you talk about spiritual empowerment, women were created empowered. But what happened to them is that because they are not taught, or because they go through abuse that disconnect them from their essence. Because a woman is imbued with the qualities to build society. She was imbued with those qualities. She was created. God instilled them. And so she's already empowered. So we need women regenerational programs, not just empowerment in, you know, education and finances, so that they'll be able to be independent, poverty and alleviating poverty, all of that. But you need to regenerate them because of all the abuse they've been through, so they can rekindle.
I think from talking to you, one major point is obvious, that the solution to our country, Nigeria, would be changing our mindsets, our attitude.
Yes.
From everything you are saying, you keep going back to reorientating Nigerians.
Reorientation, regeneration.
Yeah, the Nigerians have to change the way they think. They have to change a lot of things about themselves.
Exactly.
Because what good is a leader if there's nobody to lead? If the people who are leading are not, you are not connecting. Sometimes I also think that the leaders are always too far from the local or the
there is actually a
people.
Disconnection between government and the people. You know,
and the people, yes.
You know, when I created, last time I was in Nigeria, I created a program called Patriotic Movement. And the program was, you know, to promote peace, unity, patriotism, and to raise change vanguards in the Nigerian youths. And one of my programs was to create synergy between government and the people. Because I believe, and it is true if you think about it, if you ponder on it, government is not the head of the people. The people are the head of government. Government is a little entity created by the people to structure society. So the people cannot head government when government cannot head the people that created them. The people created the government to serve them. Do you understand? Yeah. But the people, after creating government, disconnected themselves from government. That's why they can't hold government accountable. They now believe that government is actually their head, and unfortunately,
and whatever they say is final.
It's final.
Which is not supposed to be like that.
You have leaders who have a deity attitude, and we have made Messiah. We have made Messiah out of our leaders. They think they're gods, and so they think that they don't have to do anything good. You can't do them anything. There hasn't been any real uprising in Nigeria holding government accountable, trying to force change. No. Because we're cowards. We're all scared. Our power is we talk, we write nonsense on social media. We talk about this politician, we fight about this pastor, we fight each other, but we don't do nothing, and we cannot force that change. We can't even do, we need a revolution, an industrial revolution, and we need like a change in attitude. It's like something that we must do, and we're not even looking at it. Nobody is holding themselves responsible or accountable. I said it, that we're dependent. We're not independent.
Have you met Senator Ben More Bruce before?
You know, very interesting.
Because the way you are talking like him, I really think...
and I fell in love with him. Should I tell you why? 2014, I received an award, a Patriot Award, because of patriotism. Everybody like, this girl, she's patriotic, you know, movement. And Ben Bruce is also a very patriot Nigeria, like firm. Like I mean, when he talks, I love to listen to him.
Yeah,
okay,
me too.
So he and I received the same award. He was there, and he spoke on the stage when he received this award.
Sorry, what awards was it? What award was that?
It was NAFCA award in America,
Okay.
and I received an award as a patriot, you know, Patriot Award. He's a patriotic citizen of Nigeria.
Okay.
So, and Ben Bruce also received an award. And he spoke on stage, and he spoke, you know, he came through the entertainment industry. So he spoke about the entertainment industry and the journey of the African entertainment industry. And when I went to receive my award, I spoke about patriotism and leadership. But guess what? When he was speaking, I was listening, I was like, oh, I would like to meet him, because I love his mindset, and I think he's very presidential.
You and him have the same mindset. You know, you're talking to me, it just keeps reminding me of
Ben Bruce.
And
I thought, you know, he's very presidential, he understands leadership, he's not materialistic, you know, he's humble, he can take the train, he can take the bus.
I saw him in the airport one day in Abuja here. You know, normally these VIPs don't join the queue.
Yes,
and he was on the queue.
Yes, and he was on the queue. Exactly, because security's got nothing to do with all your entourage and all your cars in your spirit. And he carries it.
Senator Ben Murray Bruce, we have had the senator on this program before. If you are listening, sir, I have your number. I'm going to give her your number. She's going to come see you, because we need people like you to move Nigeria forward. We need people like Eeefy. You can hear she's not all about beauty, but she has spoken so well. And people who reason like that are the kind of Nigerians we need to change this country. One last question. How would you, or what would you advise a now young girl who is about to travel to America? You've been in America all this while for greener pasture or something. What should she look out for? Where should she be careful? What she should do? What advice would you give her?
Traveling to America for greener pasture. There is no place with the greenest pasture. It's just that America has structure and Nigeria doesn't have structure. But, you know, regardless of the condition of that country, you as a person have to develop yourself. If you develop yourself, I think you'll find your way anywhere you go.
In the world.
Yes, you have to develop yourself, because you need to have substance. There has to be substance. I don't care how beautiful you are or how educated you are. If you cannot make a difference anywhere you are, you cannot do something significant, people don't care about you really.
I've often said that Nigeria is a one room. If anything happens to this country, where would we live? We are all living in a one room. We must always remember that. And like Eeefy already said, you must, one way or the other, contribute to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If you can't contribute anything, at least pray for Nigeria and stop complaining. Because there's no way you can progress in a country that you condemn. You want to progress in Nigeria, yet you keep insulting the country, and even if the leadership is bad, keep praying and trying to make the leadership work. At least the leaders should lead someone responsible. Yeah, it's easier to lead a responsible people than irresponsible people. Okay, it's still true, Nigerians, heroes of our time. It's all about Nigeria and Nigerians that are worth emulating, Nigerians that are role model, Nigerians that we look up to, who have done us well and who have done us proud. Like my guest here, Eeefy, I'm sure you've seen that it's not all about beauty, but beauty and brains. So if you're a woman out there and you are very beautiful and all you think about with your beauty is how to go here and there and make some ends meet, or you think that, okay, even if I'm not qualified, when the man sees me, he will give me the employment. It's not all about that. The man might give you the employment now, but tomorrow you might meet more challenges and the man won't be there. The other person would be a different person who wants to really know that you are qualified before giving you the position. This is the part where some Nigerians are waiting for, but I know this is the part that Eeefy is afraid of. You know, this is the part where we get to give you a tax on true Nigerians. We will not reveal to you what the tax is yet. We'll just go there and give Eeefy a very taxing tax. If you're ready, true Nigerians, heroes of our time, let's go there. It's still true Nigerians, heroes of our time, and we are here with the ambassador, the Empress of Miami. We're here with an author, I don't know how to describe her. She's loaded. You've heard it all. But today, we are introducing her to a new profession. So this is Ernest. Ernest is going to put Eeefy through on what she needs to do to change this beautiful Toyota Camry's tire that is fast going down right now. Congratulations, Eeefy. I wish you all the best.
I've got a new job. Okay. Let's hope I can be a good staff. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I have to put this and put that. Okay, take this one. Put at the back. All right. Oh, take this. Only Jesus can save. Only Jesus can save. All right.
Okay, Nigerians, it's been a wonderful time. We have heard a lot, and what we have learned that is very important is that the future of this country depends on us.
Yes.
Our attitude. It's us that will change the country.
Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you.
AIT, sharing the African.
There is an element of wisdom in the power of God. I don't know who your Aaron is, but after this service, they shall